We were just talking about, it's game day. Book of Boba Fett, chapter 2 tonight. First episode, as I refer to it, as the brochure of Boba Fett. Very just quick short little thing where really nothing happens.
The pamphlet.
The pamphlet of the leaflet of the Book of Boba Fett. Looking forward to tonight because, like Rob, I have some enthusiasm for tonight. I believe, because listen, I've got all the faith in the world of this show. I was disappointed in episode 1. Yes, I was.
Yeah.
But I still have all the faith in the world in this show. Jon Favreau wrote it. So, I mean, I'm there. So I believe maybe it was just a slow start. We're going to really get into it tonight. Come back and join us tomorrow for the open spoiler discussion, the post-game show of Book of Boba Fett, when we talk about it there. So a lot of things, and there's a few things they need to do tonight, I think, to course correct, but we'll see how they do that. But there's been a little bit of a rumor going around for a while, but it's just kind of picking up steam right now. And that's this. When you think of Boba Fett, other than maybe Jabba the Hutt, who is the most quickly associated character you have with Boba Fett? It's probably Han Solo. And so there is a rumor going around that a new report is coming out that's saying that while they were shooting Boba Fett, that Harrison Ford was spotted on set a number of days filming some stuff, and that they are going to de-age Harrison Ford, and he's going to be in the Book of Boba Fett. Now, this comes to us from CBR. They write, a new rumor suggests that Star Wars veteran Harrison Ford will reprise his role as Han Solo in Disney's The Book of Boba Fett. According to The Sun, Ford was on the Book of Boba Fett set for several days in between shooting Indiana Jones 5 in London. It's believed that the 79-year-old Ford will be digitally de-aged to make his appearance more in line with the original trilogy era. Now, playing devil's advocate for a second, this would also make it consistent with what they did in Mandalorian Season 2. They went out, they got Mark Hamill, brought him in, digitally de-aged him.
Shrunk him? Mm-hmm.
Shrunk him, made him look like I am Luke Skywalker. A very odd-looking face CGI animation, but whatever. It was cool to see Luke there. Now, over the past, ever since Mandalorian Season 2 ended and we got the Book of Boba Fett teaser at the end, a lot of people speculate, could we see Harrison Ford? And I always thought, we could, but if we're going to see Han Solo, why wouldn't they just go with Alden Ehrenreich? Who, by the way, Han Solo is the first flop Star Wars movie, but I still contend it was a pretty damn fun movie. I thought it was a really good space adventure movie. And I thought Alden Ehrenreich did a pretty good job of taking Han Solo and not trying to do a Harrison Ford impersonation. And I liked his Han Solo. But whatever. They brought in Mark Hamill, de-aged him, so maybe they'll do the same thing. Look, I'll say this right up front. I don't believe this rumor. I don't believe it. I don't think we're going to see Harrison Ford in here. But do I think it's impossible? No. I mean, how long would they have needed Harrison Ford on set? They probably would only need him for a day to shoot a couple of quick things, do all the post-production. I mean, he was disappeared from the Indiana Jones set for a while, mostly because, what did he break this time? Why was he he broke something? So they shut down Indiana Jones production for a while. So look, I'll say this. It's possible. It's possible. If he did show up, you'll get a squeal out of me. I'll give it a little, sort of thing. Although I wish these shows didn't feel the need to be every show has to be a walk down memory lane with a surprise cameo. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm getting kind of bored of it. But if Harrison Ford pops up in a Book of Boba Fett, I'll probably squeal a little bit. Rob, you hear the rumor. I mean, what? First of all, address whether you even think this is something that could happen. And then, regardless, if you really think it could happen or not, what would you think if Harrison Ford popped up in this thing?
Well, I always go back to Ian Malcolm. Just because you can do a thing doesn't mean you should. And I think that, look, would it be cool? Probably. It was cool when Mark Hamill wrecked shop at the end of Mandalorian season 2.
Yes, it was.
I mean, what's not to like? It really depends, like with anything, how they use him. And if it's going to be Harrison Ford adding the voice, does he have good lines of dialogue? Does it fit well with the story? Why is he back on Tatooine? Why does he care about the underworld? I don't know. It could be cool, or it might not be cool. That's
I mean, that's really it could be cool, but it could not be cool.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends.
Kim, if let's say for argument's sake that this is legit, And that he is. Okay. And obviously, I don't think it is. It could be, though. And so let's assume for a second it is. Good move, bad move. Are you going to be excited to see him? Do you think it's too fan servicey? I don't know. What are you thinking about it?
To me, I could go with or without it because I feel like now that Disney Plus has established itself as a home for what they're trying to build is great shows, which we definitely got from Mandalorian. I still have hope for Boba Fett. I don't want it to set this precedent that in order for our show to be great, we need to reach into the past. The past is fantastic. The past is wonderful.
Right.
If you pull it in, will it make us squeal? Yes, it will. But this would be the second show that does that. When are we going to stop?
Yeah.
Why are we setting this precedent? I feel like let your show be great because here's the funny thing. Let for the first season of Boba Fett be great, and the second season bring me a little surprise. I feel like it would be better for them to do it in the second season of Boba Fett, God willing, that it happens, than in the first season. Because also, don't you want some longevity on your shows? Don't what is the term with the dating term when you like you bring out all the wonderful stuff right up front? It's like
Tinder. That's what it's called.
It's like the guy that's like, oh, are you gonna be funny? Are you gonna bring wine for her? Are you gonna do a picnic? I don't want to overwhelm her with all my game. You know what? Star Wars shows, don't overwhelm us with all your game. If you're in this for the long haul, if there's a season 2, save that for season 2.
Well, I mean, there's an argument to be made. They're saying you got to make sure you still do enough that you get the second date.
That's true.
You can't show up
That
in
is
your
true.
tracksuit and spaghetti stain on
that's
your
true.
shirt.
You can always show up in your tracksuit.
The way I always show up. on
Bro.
everything. Bro.
As long as you're a
an extra in
bro.
Hawkeye. Yeah, baby. Come on.
Classic. So, but I mean, I would get it. It's like, okay, you want to get people hooked in. So
True.
Harrison Ford, but yeah,
do that with the writing. Do that with the writing because this rumor didn't come around. I didn't hear it regarding the first episode, and you could have wowed us with that.
Yeah.
And Harrison Ford or not, you need to be able. You're Star Wars. Come on, you need to be able to stand on your own and bring us into the world and make us excited without throwing it back.
Yeah. Now look, I'm seeing some people in live chat saying, "Oh, come on, guys, it was just the first episode. Just the first episode." Lots of shows launch with amazing first episodes.
Breaking Bad did.
Breaking Bad absolutely did. The Boys absolutely did.
Yep.
Mandalorian absolutely did.
The John Campea Show.
Yellowstone. The one Anne's watching right now. Succession.
I was just going to say Succession.
Succession. Like right off the bat.
Out the gate, you don't know these
So
people.
no,
and
so
you're like,
don't give me this
"Man."
cry excuse.
No.
Oh, it's just the first episode. No, you're a fucking TV show. You've got to be good from the first episode. Not all shows have been. And hey, there have been, look at The Wire. The Wire didn't start off strong. It's considered now by a lot of TV files to maybe be the greatest show ever made.
Oh, wow.
And it didn't start off, hell, even the first half of the first season wasn't even all that good. A lot of people didn't like the beginning of The Shield. And that's considered one of the, so there's definitely hope here for Boba Fett, I think.
But why stop at Harrison Ford? You've got a digital Leia that we saw in Rogue One.
Yeah.
Why not bring the happy couple out? Maybe Boba comes and gives him a wedding gift. Sorry, bro. No hard
Wedding
feelings,
gift?
yo.
I was digesting in a Sarlacc pit during your,
We need smugglers. Now that the galaxy's free, I need smugglers to work with my new underworld. What if they teamed up?
well, in the expanded universe that is now no longer canon because Disney got rid of it. But in the Star Wars novels, at one point, Han Solo and Boba Fett became friends. And they did team up and did some things before they got rid of all that stuff out of canon. So, I mean, there's that too. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this rumor? Number one, do you buy the rumor that we could see Harrison Ford pop up in here as a de-aged Han Solo? And let's, for argument's sake, say it happens. I don't think it will, but let's say it does. Do you like the idea? Whatever you guys are feeling, jump down to the comments section below and let us know your thoughts.